and it's not morning. Have you ever had so much on your mind that you wanted to find a way to express how you felt? That's what my morning has been. So, and I'm always authentic with you guys. So, here we go. Grab your coffee or tea and come hang out with me to be, let's be real. Let's be real. I I really have felt for a little while now, um, like I have been sitting in a vehicle in traffic, the engine running, right? But there's traffic. And I don't know, coming up, there's an exit on the left and an exit on the right. But I don't know which lane I need to be in to get off at the exit that I need to get off from. And I don't know when traffic is going to get going again and start moving again. And let me explain why I've been having these feelings. You guys know that it's been 4 years ago now, just over 4 years now, since I lost my husband. And when that happens, and I've explained it, it's like when you go bowling and you get a strike and all the pins are scattered all over the place. And you're left to pick up those pieces and put your life back together. But it's not going to be anything like what you ever expected your life to be. Your life is no longer what you had pictured. And you don't know. So you don't know what it will ever be again, if it will ever be anywhere near like it was. So I've had to pick up all those pieces and put my life back together. And I know behind the scenes, all glory goes to God. All glory goes to God, how I made it through all the different things that were associated with that. And still, because how he was taken away from me was so traumatic and rapid, because it wasn't anything anyone would have ever expected, because it was the poison virus that ended up taking him from me. It wasn't the mantle cell lymphoma. So it, you know, it just, everything was so unexpected. But putting myself back together and then saying, you know what, I had to take some time off from what I was doing for my career. But then I said, well, let's add something to how I am better able to serve my clients. So that's when I got my PhD, and I worked on through all of that. I worked on getting my PhD in entrepreneurology, which I did, and so that's where the PhD came from. And entrepreneurology has taken that time, which entrepreneurology is the study of entrepreneurship. So I'm better able to assist people who are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and even ultrapreneurs, people that have more than one business, as well as people in mid-level management and upper management, because the struggles are are very, very similar to what somebody is as a solopreneur or entrepreneur. All the different moving pieces and what it our personal life and professional life weave together in all those different stresses. So that's where I specialize in working with these people. So, but then again, for me, got back to my nose to the grindstone, working on my career and doing what I do best and what I love to do. But then again, still, I had nothing on my personal life, not knowing where things were going to be going and what my life was going to look like in that aspect. So I continued on with my journey, just saying, hey, something at one point in time, I will have a better idea, right? God will show me a way. Again, him all working behind the scenes on everything. And then came, that I don't have all the answers, right? I boldly confess I don't have all the answers. And I have to give glory to God for so many different aspects and testimonies I could share throughout my life, that all the glory had to go to God, that I am upright and vertical and still here today. But risers, it came to me, and through consultation and talking with people and saying, well, with growing your faith, right, handing your life over to God even more. And that's why I decided to take RSM, which is the first year discipleship year of Rock School of Ministry, was to for me to be able to grow my connection and my understanding of the Bible and my relationship with my Lord Jesus, right? So there, because I've been able to accept um, God as my Father, and that He loves me, and I say that so easily now, because never really having a father figure in my life. And when I did, it was not a healthy situation. So for me to be able to say, God is my father and he's a good father, is a big thing. It's a big thing. So coming up, the May 28th is a graduation ceremony for me for the first year of RSM. And I was taking RSM to be able to add Christian counseling into how I can best serve my clients, on top of the life, because I do life coaching and mental health coaching, on top of what I do with my PhD in entrepreneurship. So it all ties together, and adding the Christian faith into what I do and how I can best serve people. It all ties together, and it's a no brainer for me. That's the where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. But now it's what's next? What do I do with this? What do I do with this in how I can best serve my clients, and also my personal life, my personal life. So I know God has plans. I know there's stuff he's working on for me behind the scenes, and some stuff that I don't want to share yet. But I know something beautiful is on the way. I know that um, we're all part of the masterpiece that God has the master plans on. It's like, and for those of you that know and have read my books and stuff, and I talk about life is like a jigsaw puzzle. When we are born, there's that box that has all the puzzle pieces in it that's emptied out in front of us. We don't know what the picture on that box is going to look like, meaning we don't know what our life is going to look like. We don't even know how many pieces of the puzzle were in our individual box. We don't know that. And that's been my philosophy, one of my philosophies about life this whole time. But really thinking about it, God is truly the creator of everything. He's the one. He knows what the picture on my puzzle box is going to look like. He already knows that. And for me to give up control, or feeling like I have to have all the answers and know everything, it is a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing for us to do as humans, especially those of us that are type A personalities, or on the DISC profile that are high Ds. That's me, guys, I boldly confess. So for me to be at this point right now, I feel so excited about the opportunities that are lying out for me. What my life is going to, all when the pieces are coming together, what beautiful creation they're going to be. And I boldly, I believe all wholeheartedly that God has an amazing plan for me, but I just don't know what everything is yet. And that's hard. It's hard for me to have patience. I pray to God every single day to grant me patience, and not that it's affecting me negatively like that, but I just feel like I'm sitting here waiting, I'm waiting, and, um, waiting and with anticipation. That's what it is. So I kind of get tired of feeling like, I'm here waiting, and he's like, "Nope, you just gotta sit there, behave yourself, follow my rules here I've given you, and the direction," and that's what living and for me to be able to not just read the Bible, but studying it and and having that hunger, right? That hunger for the knowledge and wisdom that's there, but the thirst to really understand what it is all about, because the more that I can do that, I see it and I'm putting it to action in my life and I'm seeing the benefits of it right before my eyes. I am seeing the pieces of that puzzle come together. Again, it's hard to have the patience, for that, but I see and I feel it happening. So risers, I want everybody else to be able to experience this same sense of wonder, the same feeling of that comfort and that inner peace that I have been able to achieve through this. And I say all the time, risers, I say all the time, I'm living my life on purpose because God has a plan for me. And I know that and I've accepted that. So I'm purposely doing the different things to try to be as ready for whatever he brings my way. So on purpose, with purpose, because I'm using the gifts and talents that he's given me to be able to help myself and help others. So, and I want to have as much joy in my life as possible. And I know that God intends for us all to have as much joy as we possibly can. So I feel like I'm definitely on the right track. And I know none of it can happen without me being grateful for everything. The lack of a childhood that I had, because I really didn't have a childhood, that most anybody else would consider a normal, healthy childhood. So, looking at all that and then the loss and the different challenges along the way, we all have our challenges. But I know, you know what I mean? And many of you that know my story know that I had my share. But from all of that, right? From all of that, we gain resilience and have I'm grateful, right? At the time I wasn't grateful. At the time I wasn't grateful. But I'm grateful now that God was with me to go to these things because he had me go through this to become the woman that I am. I had to go to it and through it to become the person that I am. And I know that. There's no question in my mind. There's no question in my mind. So I am grateful. I am grateful, but I'm full of anticipation about what comes next. And I want everyone else to be too. What comes next? What is next for you? What do you see your future holding? It's time to get excited. It's time to get excited. You haven't yet arrived at your final destination. You guys, you're not there yet. You're not there yet. There's so much more ahead of you. Okay, risers. Until next time, continue to rise above the challenges that life bring your way and have a great day.